What's up, guys? This is Scott with Will Ball for Soup here. I got some breaking paintball news. Mike Urena was a standout player for Scottsdale Elevation. Now, 2 events into the 2019 season, he's moving from Elevation to DMG. I'm here with Mike Urena at American Paintball Coliseum. We're gonna talk about the move. So first off, what motivated you to switch teams at this point? Why now? Why not at the end of season? Why not at the end of last season? What was the main reason why you decided to go to DMG?
DMG's just a lot closer to where I live and work, and Elevation just wasn't going in the direction I wanted it to go in. DMG seems like they got a pretty good program, a little bit more backing, good coaches.
So who recruited you to DMG? Who reached out? What was the trigger to make this happen?
Dave Baines hit me up before Dallas. We practiced them the first weekend the layout came out. And then he sent me a message on Facebook to see if I wanted to switch, but I wasn't going to leave my boys and switch right before an event. So I waited till after the event, thought it over, talked to a couple of them, and it just made sense. I'm a lot, like I said, closer. I can play with them every weekend pretty much.
So you're not really living in Arizona full time? Is that what the gist of this is? You're working in Cali and you live out there now, or?
So I work like 9 months of the year out of the Bay for Bay Valve, and the other months, like the summer, I pretty much don't work. I just kick it. So this summer, I'm just gonna kick it up in SAC, see how it goes.
So Elevation kind of has a problem that a lot of new teams have, where they have really standout players like you and Corey Hall, and yet you and Corey Hall are both playing with different organizations this year. How do newer teams keep their stars on the roster? Is it just consistent performance, or I don't know. I feel like we see these moves happening and it could spell a disastrous season for Elevation. So how do standout players stick with the teams that brought them up? Like, why do we keep
Things changed. We lost Augie. Quad played 1 weekend before Vegas in between World Cup and Vegas. Or he didn't even play weekend, he played the Thursday practice before the event. And then he quit on the Friday of Vegas. Mountain left.
that?
And then who else? Quad. Oh yeah, Corey left and went to Ironman. So that's more than half our roster from last year.
Yeah, I feel like that if everything stuck together, like if it was the same team in 2018 as 2019, your wins and losses would look a little bit different.
Yeah, and then having like on Elevation they have Manning as the coach, but Manning's still learning along with the team. So he needs work too, as well as the players. Nothing to say bad about him, it's just he doesn't have the experience in that high of a division.
Yeah, this is a weird interview for me too, because Chris at MPS has been my paint sponsor for every organization that I've been involved in paintball in Arizona since 2009. So it's like, yeah, you're on a different side now. You're on DMG, but I still want to see Elevation do well. Do you still want to see them do well, man?
Yeah, those are my boys, but I mean, they just need to take things a little bit more serious as a whole. And when I was on the team, I was attributing to not taking it as serious as we should have.
Yeah, it's safe to say you were their best player this season, man. And people noticed that the level of talent that you have was on another level to those around you. So they're offering opportunities to play with other people who are really talented. So with that being said, who are you excited to play with on DMG? Who are some of DMG's heavy hitters that you want to play with?
Well, I started going out to Capital Edge like 2 or 3 years ago. I played with Marv. He's pretty cool. He's solid up the middle. He's good at getting on the creep. And Dylan Boyum's pretty solid on the attack on either side. Shane has been playing pro since I was born.
Isn't Dylan Boyum from Fusion? I think he was from Fusion.
Yeah, he played on Fusion for a bit, then he took a break and started playing with DMG's D3 team and worked his way up onto the pro team.
For sure. You guys are sticking with Planet Eclipse though. You're gonna be shooting another CS2.
Yeah.
That's a good look. When's the DMG CS2 coming in, man?
I should be getting it pretty soon, next couple weeks, hopefully.
For sure. All right, man. That being said, any sponsors you want to shout out?
Thanks to Capital Edge.
Eclipse, Capital Edge.
Dave Baines,
Dave the So the thing is, dude, I always thought Dave Baines was like 6'4", 6'5". I'm like a solid 3 inches taller than Dave Baines.
Oh, shit.
That's just like, I was standing next to him like, whoa, really, dude? He's like 6'1" and change. Your boy is 6'4" here.
Oh, shit.
Word, guys. So this is Scotty with Football for Soup. Pro player Mike Urena switching sides. But hey, I'm still gonna root for you, man. Like, I still want to see solid production. Still want to see fucking running down the field stabbing people, man. You're a lot of fun to watch, dude. It's been a long journey since D4 AZ PPL, bro. It's been a long journey. All right, bro.
That huge amount of ketchup.
How does this work? Like, so the key to In-N-Out, guys, is to go for burgers only and get the water cup. No fries, no soda, no shakes. Put all them calories in those big juicy burgers. Yo, Mike, I forgot to ask you this earlier, man, but now that you switched sides, now that you're on DMG, who on your former team do you want to put on the most? This guy. This guy. Oh! Paintball drama alert. Elevation D4 beef with DMG. A new rivalry is born. In-N-Out Burger. Too much ketchup.